that the seed that goes in a mother's womb is the most precious thing. A seed is future. Mono as in monstrosity, as in monoculture, as in eugenicists at the top of the food chain who like only white carnations in their garden, white flowers that bloom at the same moment. Sure, there's enough room in the garden for everyone, but please keep that culture away from the culture of diversity and beauty. Because that's what we are. We're a culture of beauty and diversity, not a monstrous mono culture, perpetuating a monoculture upon all of humanity. We need to consider what Monsanto means. It means monstrosity.
What's up, Raw peeps? This is Will, and I'm a primal scientist. But today, I'm a concerned citizen who's going to talk about liberty, ethics, more importantly, health and conservation. Talking about the march against Monsanto that took place just Saturday, May 25th. Before going into that, you got to know some more about the fuel behind the movement. So, we all know technology's done amazing things for this world, but industrialization is a double-edged sword. So, in the case of food, you got to consider we've been around here for like 200,000 years, and we started the agriculture thing 10,000 years ago, like the last ice age melted away. And Monsanto's only been running it for a few decades. Before that, they were making chemical weapons like Agent Orange and shit. Now they're genetically modifying your food for the first time in history. The closest thing we had to that was like the artificial selection that brought you your bananas, etc. So we can support billions of people now with agriculture, but what was the cost? Well, the average American's consuming about 250 pounds of sugar a year. Your ancestors maybe got a few pounds of unrefined sugar per year, so that's a problem. We're subsidizing corn and soy, and it's almost all genetically modified now. That's pretty much why the paleo diet works, or eating real food works, because you get away from all that shit. I mean, how many lawyers does it take to make it so that unrefined flour passes as a whole grain? If it doesn't say 100% whole grain, it isn't. Made with whole grains means nothing, except the obvious. You're eating an incomplete whole food, not whole food. But you know, they're willing to spend a lot of money to convince you that you are, and instead of spending that money making you healthy, they're just going to try and fool you. So part of this movement was about getting these things labeled, GMOs and GEOs, which are genetically engineered organisms. The opponents to that say, you know, all of the corn and soy that's being made is genetically engineered, so why even label it? But then I say, you know, why are we labeling the whole grains and spending all the money on that? I like to know what I'm eating. Is it unrefined? Is it refined? These are important things. This is my temple. So, you know, do the research yourself. Is it healthy to eat GMOs? Is it healthy to eat cows? Is it healthy to eat eggs that come from chickens that eat GMOs? You got to go out there and do it yourself. Look at pesticide overuse. Look at glyphosate, which is Monsanto's Roundup, essentially. Look at colony collapses in bees. Look at the declines of amphibians across the world. And you know, recently we just projected that another half of all amphibian species are going to be gone in the next 7 years. Don't forget to vote with your dollar. You know, make your money your opinion. That's how we do this in free market capitalism. We're the invisible hand. They have the lobbyists. The solution to pollution is dilution, like Paul Chek says. You gotta spread your dollars out, quit concentrating them in the unethical hands of people that are incentivized by financial gain and unwilling to accept potential destruction they might be causing. You know, you gotta reach out to local politicians, flood them with your opinion. That's your right. It's gotta be grassroots. So we got together Saturday and we let people know that even if President Obama ignored the 250,000 signatures to stop the Monsanto Protection Act, even if the media is going to ignore it, we still have the internet, we still have social media, and we still have our rights. So I think this is all part of a bigger, you know, momentum of a consciousness evolution, and it's happening thanks to technology, and I'm more hopeful than ever that our future is going to be dictated by concerned citizens like us. Namaste.
Food chain who claim to own the seed bank of our holy Mother Earth? Wrong. The buck stops here.